Well, pain is the body's way of telling us that something's wrong.
Yes.
If you could not sense pain, you wouldn't know where to do the cleansing or what
Right.
needed tending.
Right.
Um,
It's a gift.
on a perhaps harsher example, years ago I watched the movie Blade Runner, and there's a scene at the end where this android who's dying drives a nail through his hand because his body is shutting down, and he's trying to remind himself and maintain being still alive. And in order to keep his degree of alertness as high as possible, he even resorted to inflicting pain on himself so that those sensations of pain would provide stimulus to the brain and prolong the experience of life. That's a very harsh example, but the point being, if you're feeling anything, it's confirmation that you're alive. And that's a very good thing to be.
It is a good thing to be. And it's...
So don't, for whatever feelings come, don't run away from them. They're there for a potentially constructive reason.
Yes. And they have, it has information for you. If you can go into the pain and without getting caught up in the painfulness of the pain.
You don't want to get stuck there.
You don't want to get stuck there, but it's like opening a book about yourself. It's got so much to tell you about yourself, about how to heal it, how to correct it, what it needs, how did you get there, how can you steer around it, how your life is going to improve by taking a look at it.
As you were talking about the healing process, I'm not a particular expert on homeopathy, but it seems to me somebody explained it once, and it was something about taking something natural,
a little bit of the thing
or something, and I suppose now all the homeopaths will write in and tell me what the real answer is. They can come on the show too. It was something, I think it was homeopathy, maybe it was something else, but it was taking some of what is wrong and using it, or I suppose it's just the basic process of vaccinations.
So that your body strengthens.
The old form of vaccinations, I understand they've changed radically now. But originally, as I understand it, a vaccine was created by taking an example of the invasive agent and killing it, and then somehow putting it back into the body so that it would tell the antibodies of your bloodstream what to watch out for. But it couldn't do any damage because it was killed before it was injected. So it's like finding, it basically at that point is a telegram to the body's own immune system. This is what to watch out for, this is what to attack. And to the extent that the body said, oh, okay, now I know what to do, the vaccines worked. Obviously, since that time, what goes into vaccines has changed radically. But my understanding is that was the original concept of it, is to convey a message to the immune system of the human body.
So that makes me think of an experience with a client who had a physical disability that was getting progressively worse.
Okay.
And she didn't disclose that disability to me before that, and she just wanted to experience a past life. It wasn't obvious.
Okay.
And the past life that she experienced involved having a physical disability. And she...
Surprise, surprise.
But she lived a very full, very satisfying life. And there were people that were in that life that are in her present life.
Okay.
And the knowledge that her disability is going to continue to progress was not as frightening to her as it had been before she had that recollection.
Because she knew that the same people who supported her then were available now?
She had those people, and that her ability to function with a severe disability in some strange way was not impaired.
Okay.
She was able
She
to
already
do
had the
all that
experience
she
of
needed to
creating
do.
a meaningful life, even in the presence of a disability.
Yes.
So that all the, shall we say, popular myths, I'm disabled so I can't do whatever. Anyone who believes that, I'll introduce them to my friends. My blind friend who is teaching at the university level in India, and don't try to tell these people they can't do whatever they want to
Right.
do. There are
Right.
so many alternative ways they've found. It's quite amazing to watch them. And no, they don't need help. They're just amazing to me. But the point being then that with that experience, she could then accept the progression of her disability without viewing it as a life-destroying adversary.
Yes.
A change of ability, but not something that was going to suck all the meaning out of her life.
No, in fact, she understood that it was, as it was closing off one sense, that truly the way that she was going to function on other levels was going to be deepened, and
Okay.
it
So it's a change,
it was a change.
but it's not bad.
She had a sense of peace, a calmness.
Okay. Well, I mean, saying it's not bad, that it's easy for me to say that, not being in her shoes. It may be difficult, but it's, anytime we label something good or bad,
Yeah.
you can't do that until you first identify what makes it good or bad. Usually that has a lot to do with what we wanted to have happen. If it's not what we wanted, we label it bad. If we can get to the point of saying it is what it is, and I'll work with whatever it is, a whole lot of other wonderful things become possible.